If x is a solution to the equation above and x is greater than 0, what is the value of x? So in this case, we just have to figure out what our value is of x in this equation, and we'll have our answer because we know that we're probably going to end up with either 2 or 3 values for this, depending on how this equation turns out, and we just have to choose the one that's greater than 0. So let's start by rewriting this expression a little bit. So notice how this denominator and this denominator are exactly the same. So it'll make our life a lot easier if this term right over here, this -1 term right here, also had the exact same denominator. And I'm going to rewrite that -1 in a creative way. So I'll start by writing my expression out first. So x plus 5 over x squared minus 2x. And in this case, I'm going to rewrite this 1 very creatively using the common denominator. So this will become x squared minus 2x over x squared minus 2x, because this is, again, a very creatively chosen 1. And that's going to be equal to 1 over x squared minus 2x. And notice how all of our denominators are the same, so we can just drop our denominator. We don't have to worry about it, and we can just rewrite this as an equation using just the numerator. Just remember to keep our parentheses. So here you'll get x plus 5 minus x squared minus 2x is equal to 1. And now we distribute, so x plus 5 minus x squared plus 2x is equal to 1. And in this case, let's go ahead and combine our like terms first and rearrange things a little bit. So I'll rewrite this negative x squared here first, so negative x squared. And then I have x plus 2x, so that gives me plus 3x. So that takes care of these two guys right here. And then plus 5 is equal to 1. And then I'll subtract 1 from both sides to get negative x squared plus 3x. I'm subtracting 1, so I'll get plus 4 here is equal to 0. And I can do something else interesting with this, is that I can just multiply everything here by -1. So I can multiply this entire thing by -1 to make my life a lot easier. So this will give me x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, because 0 times -1 is also equal to 0. And now I have a new expression here that I can work with. So x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. And then you need to find two numbers that multiply to give me -4, but add to give me -3. And that's going to be -4 and positive 1. So I can use these two numbers. And so in this case, my factored solution is going to look like this. X minus 4 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. And I can set each of these individually equal to 0. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. And x plus 1 is equal to 0. And this gives me x is equal to 4. And x is equal to -1. And in this case, we have to choose our x equals 4 because we know that x must be greater than 0. So our correct answer in this case is going to be x is equal to 4.